Hello and welcome to a special launch day edition of Ace Fairy Tales with Elizabeth. Although as it is launch day of Asexual Myths and Tales, it's going to be Asexual Myths with Elizabeth because this tale is definitely founded in Greek mythology, and it's the story of Cupid and Psyche, which comes to us from the Roman author Lucius Apuleius in the late 2nd century, and his book The Golden Ass, as in donkey, also known confusingly as Metamorphoses, which could confuse it with a different Roman Metamorphoses, so I'll think of it as the Golden Ass. And the story of Cupid and Psyche is considered to be a forerunner of Beauty and the Beast because it's about a young lady called Psyche who is forced into a marriage by being left on a mountain to what they presume is going to be some sort of monster that's going to devour her. Instead, she's whisked away by the winds to a magical palace where she's served by invisible hands. Does this sound familiar at all? And a bridegroom that she cannot see and is not allowed to see comes in every night until, of course, her sisters persuade her to take her oil lamp and have a look at him, and there she is. And then he wakes. He is the beautiful, androgynously beautiful, winged son of Venus and the god Cupid, sometimes known as Eros, which is a bit confusing for me seeing it as an asexual story, but I do because of this beautiful suspended moment and the fact that the moment she even looks, he flies away and she has to find him again. And it's that moment that I wrote about in one of my songs, Should the Bubble Burst If We Should Touch. I thought as much. For me as a romantic ace, and for maybe if there's some other romantic aces out there, they might understand that longing for that beautiful, that perfect, I just want to be near you, I don't want anything else to happen. I just want to be suspended in this perfect moment. And that is why I come to see Cupid and Psyche as an asexual story. And in this book, The Language of Love, Megan Tressida writes about this couple as them symbolising that longing, that wishing of young lovers to remain suspended in a kind of ethereal bliss, the longing for love to continue as a pure and delicate spirit. And she says that Cupid and Psyche seem to represent an almost unisexual couple, a romantic vision of young lovers who in their graceful and delicate sensuality are almost mirror images of one another. And to me, this recalls Keats' poem, Ode on a Grecian Urn, and you'll see in my retelling of the story that I've talked about this Grecian urn at the beginning, and Anna's illustration is of the Grecian urn with the two lovers' faces on it. And when Keats is writing about this urn, this vase with all these pictures on it, people who cannot move, who are always suspended in that one particular moment in time. And he writes, Fair youth beneath the trees, thou canst not leave thy song, nor ever can those trees be bare. Bold lover, never, never canst thou kiss, though winning near the goal, yet do not grieve, she cannot fade, though thou hast not thy bliss, for ever wilt thou love, and she be fair. In this case, forever wilt thou love, and he be fair. And it is that spiritual quality, that love that is a spiritual thing. That's I don't have words for it. It's so beautiful. That was the easiest story in this collection to write. I think it just flowed because I love this story so much. And I would like to finish with a book recommendation. If you really like Cupid and Psyche and want to read any more Cupid and Psyche stories, this is a classic. Till We Have Faces by C.S. Lewis. He takes a very different take on the story from what I do, but it's a very beautiful story, and I'm a big Lewis fan, and I didn't actually even read this until I was preparing this book, although many people have said it's also their favourite of his books. So I'll just leave you with that little recommendation at the end. I hope you enjoy the new book. I will put links down below where to buy it. Happy launch day, and I'll see you soon.